I would walk a mile in your shoes, 'cause my best day give you blues. You don't even know what I've been through. I prefer a mile in your shoes. There you go again, saying it's the end. Nobody hurts like you. With my palm to my head, but all you said, look who you're talking to. You wanna know the truth, you're a waste of youth. I would walk a mile in your shoes, 'cause my best day give you blues. You don't even know what I've been through. I prefer a mile in your shoes. I would hike the AT in your boots, trade my lineage for your roots. Work a 40-hour week in your suits. I would hike the AT in your boots. I would dance a marathon in your clothes. I'd love to suffer winter through your nose. Wish I made the choices that you chose. I would have a good life in your clothes. You're going on and on, everything is wrong, saying that it will not pass. With your rolls on your sleeve, they're all pet peeves. Your problems are all first class. You wanna know the truth? I envy you. I would walk a mile in your shoes, 'cause my very best day will give you blues. You don't even know what I've been through. I prefer a mile in your shoes. I would watch C-SPAN in your shorts, suffer through the NPR reports, pretend the Fishing Channel counts as sports. I'd be living large inside your shorts. That very last verse sounded rude, 'cause I'm not that kind of dude. Just trying to lighten up your mood. You have got a good life in your shoes. In your shoes. Yes, you do. In your shoes. I'd gladly walk a mile in your shoes. We could walk together, me and you. Talk about the hard times we've been through, because one's not as strong as two. So yeah, this is a prompt response, and thank you, Justin, for the wonderful prompt. I got on it right away and didn't think I'd come up with anything, but I took a slightly different tack, because when you hear a mile in your shoes, you think of the old proverb. And it's about judgment, it's about discernment, it's about gaining empathy for someone else, not to judge them until you've walked a mile in their shoes. But I came from a slightly different tact, that of envy, actually wanting to walk in someone's shoes because you envy what they have. And it's a bit of a smackdown of sorts for someone who really has no business feeling sorry for themselves if they just took stock in what they had. And my mind turned to a friend. It's from an imagined perspective of his. He never said these things, but I think he should have. His name was Eric, and he was a singer-songwriter from the West Coast, a very successful one at that. He and his partner wrote some great hits, and our band became friends with them. We did some shows together. They're like big brothers to us. You know, we hit it off personally because we both became fathers at the same time. His twins were born the same time as my son, and he was always anxious to catch up with me about just that, like, how's James doing? And I'd say, how are your twins doing? Somewhere in 2003, 2004, they loved coming to the East Coast. They had a lot of fans here. They were recording in Falls Church, and they asked us to come in and sing backup on a tune. And while we were visiting him in the studio, he was waiting for some medical reports because things weren't quite right with him. And while we were there, he got the unfortunate news he was diagnosed with ALS. If you know what that is, that's Lou Gehrig's disease. It's a death sentence. It takes people at different clips, and he had about 9 years with us, and I witnessed a lot of them. And what a remarkable guy he was, because I even played some shows with him. They had me play bass with your band up in Baltimore and a few other places. I saw him go from a cane to a walker to assistance in a wheelchair. And he was a very accomplished lead guitarist, and he went to playing rudimentary guitar, then a mandolin, then nothing. And then a headset where he couldn't even sing anymore. His words, not mine. He said, I'm gonna play till I'm a head on a stick. And he practically did. right to the point of just shy of his tracheotomy. What a resilient soul he was, and he didn't take it sitting down, figuratively. I mean, he was active lobbying Capitol Hill for greater awareness for ALS, and they wheeled him in and he gave his testimony to congressmen. He was a real do-gooder to the Indians. Made lemonade out of the lemons life gave him. The conversation I didn't have with him, but should have, and that's where the song is coming from. He would call me from time to time as his sickness was kicking in, just to catch up like a friend. I was suffering a physical affliction at that time as well, plantar fasciitis. I know, real hardship. And I had to go from jogging to riding my bike, and I went out with accessorized my little phone on my shoulder, my flip phone and an earpiece. And he called me on more occasion when I was riding. And it was just shooting the breeze, catching up, asking how James is doing. And in one conversation, I was actually kind of unloading on him about whatever minuscule problems I had at the time. I'm too embarrassed to even try to recall them. They were just microscopic. And when I hung up with him, I thought, who the hell do I think I'm talking to? I'm out riding my bike, and this guy can't even go outside anymore. But he never dressed me down. He never one-upped me, said, well, at least you can ride a bike. At least he never said that. I wish he had. It would have given this song a little more credibility, but this is what he should have said to me if I were him. But I was not him. He was him, and he was a 14-karat human being, and we lost him in 2012. So this is for Eric. And it's called A Mile in Your Shoes.